Welcome back to the Good Stay Podcast, where the stay is good. As you know, I'm Javi.
I go by OTS.
Today we got Geno Banks and Ariel with us.
Yes, we got a couple local celebs in the building.
Hell yeah, man! So let's get right into.
I'm just playing. She's not a local.
Let's get right into it. Let's start with Geno. Tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Geno Banks. I'm 1/3 of the Big Three Far Rock Records. Co-founder.
One half of the boys.
Yeah, one half of the boys, Playboys, man, in the building. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
My name is Ariel, and I am OTS. I'm his girlfriend, and I'm here.
She's here. She's here. We got her here. We didn't know if she was gonna make it, but she's here.
Hell yeah. How was your guys' New Year's? What'd you guys all do?
Man, shit, I was working for New Year's.
Get that bread.
Hell yeah.
That's a good way to start.
Yeah.
I didn't do too much. My friend, she canceled on me, so I ended up grabbing a drink, and then I had to get home to my baby.
Yeah.
Should we put her on blast?
Yes.
Expose her.
Expose her.
Put her on blast.
She
Let her
played
know.
me.
Hey.
Name drop.
Jaquay.
Damn. Well,
What about you, OT?
I mean, mine's is pretty much tied in with her.
Yeah,
I mean, we're obviously together.
We missed y'all at the party, all y'all.
I know, man. I know. I was kind of devastated, but
He was on daddy duty.
I was on daddy duties,
Nah,
which
that's
is
good,
cool,
though.
which is always cool. You
That's
know?
a good way to start the new year.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna have to show you guys the recap video that Riego made for. He was
Oh
there
yeah,
filming.
I'm
yeah.
dying to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah. Since we on the subject,
yo.
please, because I'm trying to figure out what happened to my DJ. So please give us a rundown of how that night went. A quick rundown. You don't have to get into too much detail.
We started the night chill. You know what I'm saying? Playing a little bit of tunes, a little bit of music, same shit. You know, as always. What did we start with? I know at the beginning, Tate, I got him a adictivo shot.
Oh man,
I think
There it is.
the lights were still on. I think
There it is.
it was early. It was when we were setting
He said
up.
he remembered one shot, man, and that's probably what it
It
was.
was probably that one. And then I was chilling on drinking though. Like I was waiting for a minute, and then I think once midnight hit, I was drinking champagne, I was drinking
New
beer,
Year's.
tequila shots.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah,
Happy
bro.
New Year.
I had a white jacket on.
I
I had a white jacket on, man. I woke up the next morning, that shit is done for. Like, I think
man.
I fell or something. I don't know.
Motherfucker was
Both
tan.
me and Tate fell asleep though, I guess.
Yeah, I heard. He said y'all
booth?
fell asleep.
He fell asleep at the
Bro,
I think the end of the night.
they blacked out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they blacked out.
It was like the end of the night. I fell asleep, I guess. So, I mean, if you saw me there, no, you didn't. But shit.
That's hilarious.
Shit.
All right. I mean, since we are we got our guests in here today. I'm glad, like we said, we glad that they can make it in. We pretty much we can start with Ariel. Like, I would ask. Okay, I'm gonna ask you, what are some of your goals for the year, for the new year?
Okay.
And then what would be out of all those goals, like, even if it's something that you haven't named, what would be most important or your number one goal for the year?
Okay, so my number one goal for the year is to finish school. Your girl is almost done. I'm so close. So that is my main goal, is to finish school. Some other goals that I have are to just build my credit. Credit is always important, and I want to get that up.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get into real estate. That's one thing that I think I want to do. I'm very interested in either selling houses or flipping houses and renting them, but I definitely want to dive into real estate.
Okay.
Be a good mom. Make sure my daughter is good. That's really it. Stay focused. Stay positive. I'm trying to turn a new leaf, be a better person, so I'm just trying to focus on that.
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
That's dope. Hell yeah. How about you, Geno?
Yeah.
To be honest, I just want to make a lot more music. I want to do a lot more videos. People know my music, but they don't really know my face for real. You know what I'm saying? So I want to show more of my face this year. Drop a lot more videos. I had a little situation with Warner. You know what I'm saying? They came to me with a crazy, bogus contract.
Ah.
But that's because, they ain't really know my name. They just they ain't know my face. They just knew the music. You know what I'm saying? So I want to come back with a bigger portfolio, renegotiate, see what the numbers talking about.
That's lit.
Oh yeah, I fuck
As
with that.
cliches as sound too, man. I want to buy more guns, get my girl into, you know what I'm saying, protecting herself. It's getting crazy out here
Hey,
for women.
Niggas
Hey,
always say, "Girl, get a
no,
gun."
let me just build off of that real quick because I literally say the same thing, but I don't know what it is with. I'm not gonna necessarily say girls, but sometimes people ain't too familiar with how to handle guns.
Definitely, yeah.
You try to use more friendly terms like firearms and stuff like that, and we done went to the gun range plenty of times, but anytime I talk about trying to get her a gun, just because how people are out here, she just shies away
I'm not
from it.
against having a gun. It's just I don't want a gun and I don't know what I'm doing with that. I'm
Understandable.
not gonna
I
just
feel
be
that.
carrying
I feel
around
that.
a
That's
gun
right.
Understandable.
or
Yeah.
pulling out a gun if I don't know how to use it and I'm caught in a situation where I'm just fiddling around with this gun and then I end up more hurt than if I didn't have a gun and I
feel
just
that.
Right.
feel
took
that
off
too.
or something.
But you just want like the proper training for it.
Yes, just be well educated on it,
Enough
and
to
like
feel
I'm not gonna
comfortable.
just be a fool out here with a gun like everybody else.
You walk around with pepper spray.
No, I should.
You definitely should.
But I
man.
don't.
You
Need to.
crazy.
I
Gotta
know.
have
You
something.
need
Them
to.
hands ain't gonna work
I
all
don't
the
be
time.
out.
saying,
I don't be out. I
and
be in the crib. So
Sometimes you be like, it be on the times you least expect it. Like my girl went to Walmart by herself.
Yeah.
She got followed around by 2 different dudes
Yeah.
on 2 different occasions. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it be
people out here
scary.
there's definitely some weirdos out here, and that's why I'm all for it. Again, I just don't want this gun, and I don't know what to do with it.
That's
Right.
understandable.
Oh yeah, gotta stay safe out here.
Gotta.
That's cool. No, for real. We gotta
Please
stay
make it
safe
home
out
safe.
here, man.
Gotta play.
Yeah, no, but just by some of the goals that that y'all brought up, it just seemed like y'all gotta
And I want to travel more this
Oh,
year.
yeah.
That's another
Yeah,
one of my
definitely.
goals
Hell
is to
yeah.
travel
Yeah,
more.
that too.
ASAP, which brings me to my next question. Actually, is there any vacations that y'all got coming up?
So I'm going to Phoenix next month.
Okay,
That's the only trip that I for sure have set in stone. But I want to go to at least 5 places this year. I would like to go more, but I said I want to go to at least 5 places. And I'm bringing my girl with me everywhere I go.
she for
People
sure is
say
going.
that babies is stupid to travel with babies, but my baby gonna see the world, and I'm gonna make sure of it.
Oh, that's
One way or
dope.
another,
That's
whether
it.
she remember it or not, it's memories, and I want her to be able to look back on that.
You know what's crazy? Like a story. I remember. Well, I don't remember. I wasn't born yet. But my mom said that she took my sister on a plane once when she was like a 3-year-old or something, 2 or 3-year-old. And this older lady was like, "Man, she's gonna be traveling a lot when she's older." And my sister literally travels a lot.
Yeah.
Like now that she's older, like she travels a
Like,
shit ton.
they
You know,
they're not
So-
afraid to get out and venture off on their own and see different things. Like that's one thing my mom, like we went everywhere when I was younger. So I'm not afraid to just get up and go somewhere. Like I think it's so like people they play it safe and they like to stay home and they like to go to the places that they're familiar with, not even realizing that there's so much more out there, and it's just there's more opportunity, there's more money, like there's just more experiences, and you just got to get out there and see it all if you can.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, you guys going anywhere?
you can go ahead, bro.
Oh shit, me I just text OTS the other day like, man, I'm trying to go to Utah, man.
What's in Utah?
I heard it's dope
something
there. I
different.
heard it's dope.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's just like
we don't go ahead,
everybody
bro.
go to the same spots. Everybody go to Vegas. Everybody go to
Miami.
Cali. Everybody go to
Miami.
Miami, New York. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the same spots. I want to travel and just see something different and really go on vacation and really relax.
Yeah, I'm trying to go out
Right.
the country. I'm trying to be on an island
Facts.
somewhere
Facts,
and
that
just
too.
experience that pure relaxation. I don't want to do nothing. Like I want to experience a trip where I don't have to do anything but just sit there and do nothing.
Take it all in,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
real.
I don't have anything specific planned, but I was just telling my boys that the other day too. I'm like, man, like same thing. I was like, man, fuck going to Miami or LA or any
Hell
of that
yeah.
this year. Let's like try and go somewhere like tropical and spiritual and vibey. You know what I'm saying? Like what are they called? Like Havanas or Cavanas or whatever.
And people
Or-
don't even realize it. Like all the
like-
money that you spend going to like LA or Miami or somewhere, you can go to Chicago and spend a lot of money.
Right,
you can spend
right.
the same amount of money going out the country. If you plan
Yeah.
it right and you do your research, you could spend the same amount of money, if not less, going out the country or somewhere like Hawaii or somewhere random like Utah. Like the amount of money you spend in a weekend just turning up, you could take that and go somewhere.
Yep, swear.
Facts.
And you ain't lying, because I blow like a good 3 on a Saturday.
Yeah,
Good
you
three.
buy a flight for $300.
Yeah, I feel like she's talking to me right now.
For real,
She
bro.
doing that.
No, for
Shit.
real. I don't have any, like said, I don't have any specific trips. I'm just keeping in mind that it's a lot of birthdays coming up. So, like he said, he just hit me with a random trip or a random idea for a trip. But at the same time, yeah, I would like to go out the country as well. I just got to get over the hump of actually getting my passport, because I think we came close one time, but something happened. And
Just do it.
we didn't, and you really got to just do it. I'm not dying to go out the country, though. I'm still one of those people that if I do go to Miami, or if I do go to LA, or if I do go to Las Vegas, I'm going to make sure I have a time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that,
Yeah.
I don't really get bored with going to cities that I've been to, but I don't want to go to the same city over and over and over back to back. I have to like bounce around before I come back to that city. But like bro said, I would like to go somewhere different, like Utah, or if it was something in Montana or something, just something to see, like tranquility. Try to get like tranquility out of seeing nature. It don't necessarily got to be tropic.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Yeah.
as long as it's like, I don't know,
Like
some
nature
type, if I
vibes.
can get some type of serenity or peace from it, you know what I mean?
Like Colorado.
Yeah,
I would like to
yeah.
go to Colorado.
I want to wake up, you know what I'm saying, do a little yoga class, drink some
Yeah,
green
Javi.
tea.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
some
just wanna
hot
wake
tea.
up on the
Stretch
beach.
on, Javi.
drink some hot tea, you know what I'm saying? Like
don't know.
look at a nice view, just
Some
chill for the
ayahuasca.
day.
So
Yeah.
I just want to wake up on the beach, have my drinks, go to the spa, like a nice resort where you don't even have to leave. That's something that I'm
My
looking.
dream spot, though, is like Japan. I really want to go to Japan.
That's lit.
Bro, that's my dream
It's
spot too.
expensive, too.
Yeah, that's my dream
Expensive
spot. That's
as hell.
crazy.
My boy.
That's crazy.
I would like
bro.
to go to Bali or Bora Bora. Those are my two.
I think my one, I've been
Bali
talking about
beautiful.
it for 2 years or three,
I ain't
4
never
years
been.
now. It's really Africa, but I specifically want to go to Lagos,
Yeah.
just because I seen
okay.
it's Lagos, just because I seen how just how modern it actually looks. You know, from what we seen as kids, you know, they always show like the Serengeti and lions and just gazelles and shit. And
Rest
I
in peace,
think for the-
Crocodile Hunter, man.
man, it's just they got like real cities and shit over there that's really represented in the way it's supposed to be represented. So I really just want to go over there and explore. I see a couple rappers been going back. Rick Ross and Meek Mill is the last few that I seen been going to like Ghana and Nigeria.
They try to beat that boy Meek Mill up. You
Man,
seen
they
it?
took that boy phone, man.
Didn't they say they
Right after he said he was gonna move there, didn't he?
didn't Meek say he's trying to go out there with like a lot of people?
Yeah,
He
yup,
said he's trying to go
I
out
feel
there
like
deep.
I feel like when people actually go back to the motherland, they get inspired, so they start saying stuff like that.
Because I feel like he said that because every black person should experience Africa.
Yeah,
In one way or
definitely,
another, he like, y'all need to go back home. Like that's
Yeah.
home, and you need to go see what home it really is.
and then he got his phone stolen. So I don't
From
know.
home.
he said,
I don't know if he
Welcome
thought it
home.
was different.
Welcome home.
He got it back though. That was lit. He got it back later that night. But that's pretty much it. Like that's pretty much my dream vacation as far as going anywhere out the country. So,
Yeah, I probably will go to California once this year because I got a sister out there, but that'd be just to go like visit her. That's something that we try to do. Like, I would like to do it every year, but I usually just go like twice, like every 2 years or so to visit her. But
that's lit.
I ain't never been to Cali.
Cali is lit.
Still.
It is.
It's
I'll
lit.
I'll
It's
forever
lit.
go back to
Yeah,
Cali.
I do fuck
You
with
just got to be a
Cali.
little bit more careful now.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I see y'all kind of drippy a little bit, man.
Something like that.
I'm
This ain't
chilling
nothing for
today,
real. I'm
but-
chilling.
I
Yeah,
just
for
threw
real,
something
though.
on.
That's what I went to work.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
really
threw something
chilling.
on
for real.
too. You just gotta make sure the colors is coordinated a little bit. Pretty much with that being said, are y'all excited for any specific clothing brands this year? I mean, if you've been keeping up with any new brands that popped up brand new, or any brands that you've been following, or it just something that you like in general. Is there any brands that pretty much, I'm asking all three of y'all,
Yeah.
that y'all excited for this year?
So I fuck with this brand called Fugazi. Fugazi. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. He's like he's this kid from, he lives in LA now. I don't know if he's originally from there or not. Like 22-year-old kid. And he makes a lot of dope shit. Like, he's an independent designer.
Yeah.
So he's not like, you could tell like the craft that goes into his work, and he'll take like a year long just to like drop something because to get it the way he wants it. You know, he's very careful about like the materials that he uses. Like, he's very like even like the buttons
design
and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and it's like streetwear based and skateboard inspired.
Yeah.
But he's taking it to this like different level, and you could tell it's not hype at all. Like, he doesn't try to like follow trends. If anything, I've seen like fast fashion follow like him type shit. You know, when they try to like rip his stuff. And he was one of the first people that did.
Fast fashion gets their money.
I hate
they
that.
get their ideas from like underground artists.
I'm not gonna lie though, I fall victim to that sometimes though. It's like
Fast fashion.
Yeah, it's like
I have
sometimes
too.
they can't replicate it completely, but they do a damn good job of making it look like. So I try to snatch it for a cheaper price, but I don't respect like the fact that they kind of like still work, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've been getting further and further away from fast fashion. It's just, I don't like the quality. Like, it just seems like the bigger these boutiques are getting and stuff like that, it just feels like the clothes are becoming cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And not just with the price, but you can tell with the material that they just throwing
Mass
some
production.
shit together.
Right.
Man, but
And
some of them is getting good though.
Like, some of them are
I'm
good.
not even
It's
joking.
just,
Like,
some of them are good, but I also, like, with the fast fashion, I don't want to go out and see somebody else wearing the same thing that I got going.
oh yeah,
that I
for
got
sure.
on.
Yeah.
Hell
Or
You go
like-
somewhere, you go
Yeah,
see
or
it.
like, you scrolling through the timeline and you see 3, 4, 5 people. I remember I bought this dress, never wore it.
Dressing
And
off
then,
the
but I've
mannequin.
seen so many girls post the same dress, and I'm like, this is exactly why I didn't wear it. And, it's nothing wrong with, like, being inspired by something and wearing the same thing as somebody else. I just personally don't like it. And it just, a lot of that stuff don't be swaggy enough if you really want to get technical.
And like one thing I've learned about like just doing more research on like brands and fashion, and maybe you guys have like learned this too, but it's like, yeah, if you do pay a little bit, you might pay a little bit more for like quality and price and independent designers or even real designer shit. But like when you do buy that one piece, the good thing is that it'll have value. So like, let's say you wear it for 3-6 months, and then you can literally just like sell it again on Grailed. And with that same money, you can buy like another like a
piece.
2004 Chrome Heart piece, right?
Hell
Or
yeah.
whatever it is that you want to get. Because like compared to fast fashion, you can't resell that shit. Or
it's just like
yeah.
handbags. Like, handbags have been going up like crazy. So it's just like, if you buy a handbag, like it's almost doubled now. Like 5 years later from a handbag from 5 years ago, the value went up almost double. You can sell it, make your money back, and then profit.
yeah, for sure.
So you get more of your value out of like designer stuff or
Right.
like more rare stuff, those underground pieces and stuff
One-on-one
like that.
pieces to be it.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
You got any brands you looking forward to this year, or favorite brands in particular?
Man,
also.
I've been looking at this Marnie Carhartt collab, man.
What?
I seen that
Marnie
shit.
has caught my
Carhartt
attention.
collab. That
I
shit
ain't know they had a
hard.
car collab.
Yeah.
That shit hard. They got Boosie Collins for the promo.
Wow.
They got these slides I want.
I just seen the lookbook earlier today. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit's
yeah.
hard.
Damn.
Low-key, I follow you on Twitter and shit. A lot of shit you be retweeting. You be putting me up on shit. I be
Hell
like,
yeah, good look.
that's why I follow Fugazi and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Fuck
what's
with,
up, bro.
Stussy been doing a lot of shit, man. Stussy.
Stussy
Stussi's
making a comeback.
hard,
They're
bro.
making a
Stussy
comeback.
They
going
doing a lot
hard,
of
man.
shoes.
Actually,
like
I seen
a lot
your
of shoe
tweet today.
collabs.
We'll have to pop that up too.
Yeah,
I'll get a
yeah,
screenshot.
yeah.
We'll pop it up on the screen.
What's the
Yeah,
tweet?
bet.
But
I said,
I'll
y'all
pull
don't
it
fuck
up.
with Stussy, man. Then that shit fire to me.
That's
Yeah,
lit.
Stussy
Yeah.
is fire.
We're gonna make sure we pop that one up.
Cause Stussy, you know who
That
fucks with
shit
Stussy?
fire.
Who?
My pops, my dad fucks with Stussy heavy.
Does he? Your dad got a lot of
Yeah.
Supreme
He's swaggy,
shit,
though.
He was,
Your dad got a
I
lot
think
of
swaggy,
he was
though.
younger when Stussy was popping in California, so he remembers like seeing
I
the
already
pieces
know.
and shit like that. So he's like, man, I fuck with that brand.
Zoom
Imagine
got
if
all
he
the
would have
fire
had some
Stussy.
pieces from that time.
Yeah,
That'd have been
that shit would
crazy.
be hard.
One of the brands that I mess with real tough. I've been seeing a lot of rappers wear it too, and he makes a lot of like one-of-one pieces. I believe he's out of New York with backgrounds in Africa, but I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with Murder Bravado.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
His
a lot of people wear
his shit is crazy
His
to
jeans
me.
are
Like
nuts.
his jeans is nuts, and I think they're hand stitched by him. I'm pretty sure they manufacture in New York, but just the design of how he stitches. It looked to me, it just reminded me of like that Catholic.
Yeah, the window pane shit.
Window pane shit. I don't
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
what
I
it's
see what you're
called.
saying. Yeah,
but
yeah,
it,
like-
it kind of looks like that. And usually if he makes like a top, he has the matching pans with it.
Like stained
And
glass.
then-
I was gonna say
Yeah, like
Yeah,
stained
yeah.
glass. Yeah, and then I like the bucket hats he got with the
Yeah.
fringe.
Yeah, that
I
shit's
see
hard.
Future wearing
That
them
shit's hard.
sometimes. I see a couple rappers wearing
Sauce
them
Walker
sometimes.
just did a video on that
Yeah,
shit.
Sauce Walker just did a video wearing the. He did it. He was in there twice, I think.
Yeah, he had it a couple times.
One of the ones where he was coming out the liquor store with the
Yeah,
brown.
yeah.
Yeah. And then he did another one, I think. Don't quote me though. I got to go back and watch it. But yeah, I seen a sneak peek of, I don't know, is it 2023 Maroso drop?
Yeah.
I seen a sneak peek and yeah, it's gonna be fire. So I'm definitely looking forward to the Maroso drop.
Yeah, we're actually getting the samples made, I think tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm about to go to Hex Design. Shout out Hex Designs. I'm about to
my
go
boy
over
Hex.
there
Shout
in
out
the
Hex.
evening to like get some stuff like finished and embroidered for the lookbook.
Yeah.
And then we're
Are they
hoping to shoot.
embroidered right now?
What? Yeah, they are.
hell
Right,
yeah.
yep.
That's
Yep.
what's up.
So I plan on getting, so everything that I'm going to do for the lookbook, I plan on getting that done tomorrow so we can shoot the lookbook next week.
That's lit.
That's going to be hype. So
That's lit.
that's like my favorite.
I've been beating his door down for one of them hats, man. Them
We
hats
got you,
is
we
fire,
got you, we
bro. I
got
can't
you.
wait for the drop.
Patience is key.
We got you.
I'm
Nah,
trying
yeah,
to
we're-
be patient.
Me and my brother, we're really trying to like take Maloso to the next level this year. Like we want to. So we're pretty excited because this is the first time that we're doing like a hoodie and a sweat. We're doing a hoodie, sweatpant, and a hat. And in the past, we've only done T-shirts.
Yeah.
So like, we're glad that we're finally doing different products. And then like in the next year, or within this year, we want to like drop our first like accessory too, whether it be a bag or some home goods or some, some shit that we got in the works. That, I'm not gonna say too much, but we want to drop like our first real like accessory piece. That's not just
Fire.
clothing either. That. So so we're excited for that.
That's what's up.
That's
Yes.
lit. That's lit.
Have we asked you?
No,
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I guess one brand that I'm looking forward to this year is I'm interested to see Yeezy on its own, like not under Adidas
Man,
or under
what?
Nike. Like I've seen
Yeah.
Yeezy, the authentic Yeezy, Yeezy season 1 and season 2 and whatnot. So I'm interested to see what Kanye is gonna do with that this year.
What you think about them stripping that logo off and still selling them shoes?
That's bullshit.
I call them
It's
with
bullshit.
the
I mean,
feezies.
but people, nobody's gonna buy them. I mean, you got the little soccer moms who gonna buy them for their kids and
Yeah.
whatnot for sports or whatever. But nobody is gonna buy them and wear them like
I ain't
the
wearing
Yeezys.
no
Nah,
off-brand
bro, I'm not
Yeezys.
wearing that shit.
Don't
I
let me
feel
catch
like-
you in
not
the
even
club
gonna
with no
lie.
off-brand Yeezys,
No.
bro.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like the soccer
stepping on
moms
your shit.
are gonna buy them for themselves.
Yeah,
Low key,
They
I
are.
feel like
They
that's kind
are.
of like the crowd that they're gonna
For
push
the
towards.
dads, the
that's
dads,
going that's
yeah.
going to be their crowd.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's going to be their crowd.
either
And
the young people or the older people.
I feel like the people that all got the authentic Yeezys, we'll just cherish them a little different. Obviously, the value of them erased just having the original logo.
Right.
But they said they ripped the logo off, so I'm trying to figure out for real, like what logo is it specifically that they took off?
I think
Because
it's
some of
Yeezy.
his
The
like his
YZY.
slides.
yeah,
The
it says it in like the
YZY.
inside, in like the soles,
Yeah, like the
and shit.
soles and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Well,
And then
okay.
the box
I didn't-
probably, or well,
I never
the
really
box
paid
has-
attention for real.
It
I
said
thought
Let me
it was
catch
like,
one of you
Yeah.
busters in the club with the off-brand Yeezys, bro. I'm stepping on your shit. On
It's like
purpose.
wearing the feelers that look like the Pradas. You just
Yeah,
you
nah,
can't do
bro.
it.
Nah,
bro.
that was copying the American Cup
Yeah,
products.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
those
god,
feelers
nah,
were-
bro.
They had to
Sorry,
go,
Fila.
man.
atrocious.
Fila got it bad from doing that, man. They try to make some fake or some look-alike wave runners.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Kanye done
That's
did
sad.
some bullshit, but I'm
Same
looking
colorway
forward
and
to
everything.
see
Yeah.
him this year.
No, yeah, I'm
That shit was
excited for
terrible.
that too. I feel like he's always like, I don't know, he's just always surprising.
And he's always
Surprising
thinking
me.
ahead. Like
Yeah.
he always
Pushing the
dropping
envelope.
shit. Yeah, like he sets trends for sure. And
He's-
you could love him or hate him, but
gonna
Kanye
wear
gonna
his
come
clothes,
with some
though.
heat.
He
He
say
gonna
a
come
lot
with
of
some
crazy
heat.
shit,
gonna wear
but
his clothes,
Kanye
though.
will be talked about every year, guaranteed. Every single year, his name will come up. His name has came up every single year.
I
since
feel like
he
it's a
first on the
plan
scene.
behind all of it. All the nonsense, all the mayhem, it's plans behind all of it. Because he's not stupid. He's not an idiot.
No.
And he knows exactly what he be doing most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Keyword, man. Y'all been seeing some of the headlines pertaining to Gabrielle Union?
Can't stand
Yeah.
Gabby.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's
Toxic.
crazy.
That's all I can say. It's toxic.
So, Javi, can you give us a little insight pretty much of what?
Yeah, so I saw she
what
said
she's talking about, man?
I seen that she said in maybe we'll pop up a little thing on the screen, but she said something about how she felt. She said she felt comfortable or she didn't feel bad, entitled
basically,
on cheating with her first husband because she was paying all the bills.
Yeah,
toxic.
What y'all think about that?
It's a double standard.
Let's start from Geno.
I feel like it's a double standard. I know it is. Like, cause if a man said that, all hell will break loose. But like, from what I seen on the internet, don't nobody really care that she said it.
That's
like
crazy.
It was like a shock at first reading the headlines, but then like everybody's like, oh, yeah.
That shit is toxic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
toxic.
If you ask
it's terrible.
it's
Trust me.
toxic.
It's definitely a double standard because I feel like the same girls that were probably like that I seen hyping that up, they might be the same girls that are also like wanting a man to pay for all their bills.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So it's like,
But that makes it, to me, seeing that, it makes it hard for me to let a man pay for all of my bills because of the entitlement that comes with that. Like, you know, just because you paying all my bills don't mean that you can be out here doing whatever it is that you want to do or that you can control me.
Right.
Like, a lot of people like, I'm paying your rent, sit in the house. No. Like, if you're paying my bills, you paying all my bills or all of our bills, I feel like that's something that you want to do. And because
Why y'all laughing? Why y'all laughing? Everybody laughing at me.
No, keep going.
No, but
She's
for,
speaking.
like,
She's
if-
speaking.
if you
She's
paying the
speaking in
bills,
general.
Nobody is forcing you to pay bills. And if somebody that you're with expects you to pay their bills, you don't have to. Just like you don't have to be with that person. So
Right.
it's like, if you feel like I'll pay the bills if I can go out and cheat, then you don't need
Right.
to be with me and you don't got to pay my bills.
Right,
Like, and then you
right,
can do
right.
whatever you want to do.
Right.
And it's a win-win for you because what you're not about to do is be paying all my bills and then say you out cheating or doing whatever, and now you got to hear my mouth complaining about it. And now you mad because I'm mad.
Right.
And it's like,
It'll
I
be a
just think it's
never-ending
toxic.
cycle.
Like, if you just want to, if you do that in hopes of having like full control or being able to do what you want to do, then you don't need to be in no relationship with somebody.
Facts.
Amen.
Because she clearly wasn't happy with her last husband or with her ex-husband. So she used that as an excuse to step out when really you just weren't interested. Like, you know, they said that they shit was done from the start. It was a bad move from the jump to even get married. And they knew that. Just like she just did that to be toxic and to have control and to get what she wants at the end of the day. And that's not how relationships
That was her
work.
excuse.
Yeah,
That was
it's
her
an excuse
excuse.
to not be shit. And it's like, you could have not been shit single.
Real
So
Facts.
You had to bring
It's,
me in
it's
your
messed
shit.
up. I
Yeah.
kind of look more into the context of it. She tried to use her father. She said that her dad, she watched her dad take care of everything, and she felt like what he was doing at the time was basically making him entitled to cheat or whatever. So basically, she threw her dad underneath the bus.
Oh, brother.
In the same
I
breath.
feel like nobody is ever entitled to cheat. Cheating
the
is
end-
I
never
know, but
okay.
I
So
know
it's still a man
it's
fault
never
at the end of the
okay.
day.
For one, she took an oath to get married.
Right.
For
Right.
one, for two, some people's mindset is they kind of incorporate having like total leisure or just feeling like basically building off of what Ariel said is you feel entitled that since you're taking care of everything, you should be able to do whatever you want to do. And that's not what that's not.
Yeah,
I
no,
wish
that's not what you signed up
you
for.
would.
That's-
I wish you
Facts.
would be like, I'm paying the bills. I'm about to go out and cheat, and you gonna be.
I
Okay
mean, nobody
with
would do
We
that
gonna
if they're
fight
paying the
because-
bills. Nobody
Yeah.
would say that. Nobody
But
would come out and
still,
say
like-
like,
I mean, but
I'm
that's
paying
kind
all
of
the
like what she
bills.
said.
Time to go
though.
cheat.
Yeah, it's kind of like what she said though. Like,
That's I feel like that's what she said, but it wasn't in good context. She didn't give context to it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure like they've had arguments, you know, and she probably brought up the fact, well, I'm paying all the bills, and he like,
No,
but
yeah.
still,
Gabrielle
like,
Union.
Right.
so just because you paying the bills gives you the okay to hurt somebody.
As a
feelings.
man, he was letting her pay all the bills though. Was it because she made more money though?
Yeah.
course.
But and I feel like, and that's
So now it makes me feel like
the gender roles.
women feel like when they make more money, they can do whatever they want to do. Sometimes women, I feel like that sometimes they'll take that money role and flip it.
Yeah,
and they'll kind of like not really abuse it, but it's almost like a power.
Yeah,
like
no,
power,
it's definitely like a power thing.
Power trip.
Like money,
Trip,
I hate
yeah.
talking about like money when it finances and stuff when it comes to relationships. Even though I know it's like important to discuss, just because like I feel like it doesn't matter who makes more money at the end of the day. Like,
No, it shouldn't
like
matter.
why does it matter? And I feel like it doesn't matter who pays the bills at the end of the day. Like if I make more money and I'm willing and able to pay all the bills, then that's what I want to do. That's not me looking at you like any less of a man because you not paying the bills.
That's kind of
The
hard. in
reward
this
you should
society,
get for
man.
paying the bills is y'all paying the bills. Like you
Yeah,
having
like,
the bills
yeah.
paid.
like,
Like,
you know, we a
You
unit.
shouldn't need to
Like,
go
we
out and
are
do
a
what the fuck you
unit.
want to do because you paid the
Exactly.
bills.
Right.
What she say? I paid my bills, bitch. My bills are paid.
Right. And that's the thing, right? Like we said, she didn't like it was just a headline, but who knows what that context was? Like maybe
Yeah.
dude was a bum and she felt entitled. Not saying that.
Okay, was
Not
the
saying that
sides
it's
to
right.
every
the
coin,
dudes that
baby.
she was stepping out on with,
Yeah.
like the dude she was stepping out with, what did they have?
Right.
Was they
feel
bringing
like-
more to the table than her
I feel like she
husband?
wasn't choosing people that was bringing more to the table.
She
I feel
probably
like she was
wasn't.
choosing whoever she wanted.
She was choosing
A
a
good
good
time.
time.
Yeah.
Girls don't really. I feel like girls don't really. If they do choose somebody, she would have left him, bro. If it was somebody that was bringing more to the table.
Was she though? Because what women
Of
took her-
course.
because she should have never married
Divorce
him.
ain't easy.
She should have never married him.
She would have left him if she was choosing somebody that was more like
Yeah,
Put
I
together
agree with
than
that.
him.
I think she would.
she
So
was
what
out
made
just
her
doing
leave
people
him?
that
If
she
she wasn't-
wanted to.
So what made her like leave him in the end?
That
I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
They
She
married
never
was
said.
over from the
She
jump.
never said.
Well,
She never said if she even left this man.
but
She
she
just said she
said
was cheating
she
on him.
said the marriage was over from the jump. Like they never should have gotten married.
She's just
So
toxic.
they already
She's
knew the
toxic.
Yeah,
Pretty
she's
much.
toxic.
Get her out of
like
here.
most girls.
She
I don't
was
know,
a
man.
ball chaser.
She's a whore.
She was a jersey chaser.
So I wonder how the dynamics of her being in that relationship with him, how's that transition to the relationship she's in right now with D Wade? Because I know I don't know how much money they both make.
Oh, she's got the power.
She
But I
is
feel like
right.
he
It's a
makes
right
the
head of the
most money,
household.
but I feel like she has control over that family, bro.
Yeah, she does.
It's a
She
pride
does.
thing.
So
And
now she's back in control again, and she doesn't make the most money. So what is it?
It's a mental thing. It's a
She toxic.
it's you gonna
She's
do what
just
I
toxic.
want.
I feel like
I'ma
she's
leave
I feel like
type of
she's
thing,
just
like-
masculine as fuck.
her
Honestly.
energy. Yeah,
she give off masculine, too masculine energy. She don't seem feminine to me. Like some of the pictures, y'all ever seen
Gabriel.
some of the pictures?
Yeah.
Some of the pictures, it look like the genders is reversed.
Call her
I don't
Gabriel.
know.
Like-
She kind
She
of look
got-
I don't know.
feminine and
Dwayne
bad.
Wade,
Gabriel.
and shout out to Wade. I'm not trying to disrespect him or nothing,
She
but I'm
look
not
kinda
saying
feminine
nothing
in Bad
different
Boys
than anybody
too.
else. Anybody else said he
Yeah,
looks like the
facts.
woman in some of
She's
them
always
pictures, bro.
irritating.
Kind of
Nah,
like
for
Will
real.
and Jada. Like Will look like the woman in some of them
They
pictures. we see.
real fluid. They whole family, like the whole Wade family. Shout out to y'all. I don't know disrespect, but
Shout out to y'all getting money though.
Just
Anyway.
like
y'all
I
just
feel
real
like
fluid though.
I feel like it's her in his ear about Zaya. Like I feel like if Dwayne Wade was never with her, had her in his ear, like, cause I kind of feel his mom. I'm saying like wait till she's 18 to like make
Yeah.
those
Enough.
permanent decisions.
Hell yeah.
Cause it's just like kids change their minds all the time. And who are you to step in and put your input in on it? Like yes, you're his stepmom, but then at the same time, this whole situation has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, definitely. And I know from firsthand because I'm a step parent. So like from firsthand, I don't never influence the children, my kids, any way possible. I ask them how they feel about their decision. They tell me what they think, and then I tell them at the end of the day, I give them my advice. Then I say you should talk to your parents about this.
And if
That's
she
what's
really is who she is, she will make that decision when she's old enough.
Definitely.
But to sit up here and try to go to court to get permission to do this stuff to your kids, like no.
That's a lot. That's a
It
lot for a
is.
kid, man.
It's
That's
amplified
a
when you're
lot.
a celebrity kid too.
Yeah, that shit's
Because-
crazy.
It's like not only am I like going through this identity thing, like I gotta go to court too.
Hell
like I gotta
yeah.
get permission from the court to be who I want to be. Like
And then like her mom is still, or her mom is still in like Chicago. So it looked totally wild to her. You know what I mean? Like they still in the hood. So like to them, it just looked like he's trying to like transform her, or maybe like Ariel said, Gabby is putting in his ear that, you know.
I would be surprised if
Let your kids live in
Gabriel's
Hollywood,
out here
man.
still cheating.
Yeah, Hollywood.
You know, like I would, like because
Let
it just
your
seems like
kids
she's a
live in
toxic
Hollywood.
person. So and she does toxic shit. So I'm sure that
Gabrielle
relationship will
Union
be
definitely
now.
the problem.
Yeah.
Facts.
You said she's the problem?
She's the problem.
I don't know, man. They seem to be moving along nicely, I guess. You know, they haven't been in the tabloids.
It
often.
teaches on, you know what I'm saying? But if you in Hollywood beefing with Boosie Badass, you the problem.
Yeah. Hey, but I mean, it's 2023. We all made it to another year, man.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, y'all don't know if y'all made any new year, new me statuses, but does anybody have any plans on getting fit and hitting the gym? Like getting them little spots in order, putting
I like
the weight in the right
going
spots.
to the gym.
Yes, sir.
That shit sound nice.
I like the idea. I always say, I'm gonna get in the gym. I'm getting the gym. I'm getting the gym. I just can't do it.
I'm gonna keep my answer straight. I'm not getting in the gym. I tried it last year. I lasted about 2 months. I watched that $10 come out of my account every damn month. And I seen that 36 or 39.99 come out of my account in December. I was sick. So I canceled it right then and there. We got a gym at the complex. I don't know. I don't know.
I love going to the gym, man. I started going in August, I think. And I had a homie who's like kind of he's a trainer and stuff. And he was just like, yeah, just come work out with me. And man, I don't know what it is. Like that feeling of just like lifting.
Yeah.
And shit like that, like just getting stronger. Because I've always been kind of like a weaker dude. Like ever since I was a kid, high school, like I was always just like weaker and shit like that. So like just being able to be like, oh shit, like I can lift more than I did a couple weeks ago. That's kind of good. So
that's
like,
what's up.
I kind of got
see
addicted
the
to
progress.
it. Yeah. And like I be going to sleep like excited to wake up to go to the gym in the morning and stuff at times. I haven't gone this week
to the gym once
I've
upon
been
a
sick,
time.
but
Once upon a time, I used to go.
I hate cardio though.
That's my favorite.
I love cardio. That was my favorite.
I'll do a little bit of it just to, because I have to, but I like lifting more than
that was my
cardio.
thing.
Man, around this time last year, I was 300 pounds, man.
Damn.
I had to get that shit up off. Damn. Remember like Kevin Hart said that with dog?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart like, damn.
He said, damn.
And I planned on, like I said, I was going to hit the gym once I had a baby or whatever, but this is the most weight that I've ever gained, and I actually like it, so I have no intentions on trying to lose it. The girl's skinny.
I just want to like tone up and lose like a little bit of weight so my clothes can fit a certain type of way. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how I am, man.
Yeah.
I got like I developed like a little baby gut. And I don't like how
Gucci man.
No, that's not the
Like
Gucci.
Gucci, man.
Yeah.
Really, bro, that's the main reason I want to go to the gym, just to look better in clothes, honestly.
Yeah.
I like for my clothes. I was telling Ariel the other day, I tried on one of my favorite pair of pants, bro, and they was like real snug around the legs. I'm like, God damn, these don't even fit the same.
Man,
I was
what?
looking at old
That's
videos
all
of
it
me
takes is
wearing them.
putting on a pair of, putting on some
Nah,
clothes
for
that
real.
don't fit.
Man,
For
what?
real, when they
Because
did
I can't fit none of my jeans.
No, for real. When my clothes didn't fit, bro, when they started to get snug, I was getting so mad because for one, you know how much you spent on those clothes, bro. And then everybody knows how it is when your weight fluctuates. You gotta start buying new clothes.
I hate that
That's
shit.
the worst shit
I
ever.
gotta do that right now, bro. I got 2 pair of pants, bro. And these one of them. The rest of them was 40, size 40, boy. I'm up out of there now.
Yee!
I'm back
Grail
at
it is.
34, you hear me?
Yeah.
The biggest loser.
That's funny. I ain't seen that show in a minute.
But
even know
shout
if
out
that
to the
show's
people
still
who do go to the gym. It's every day too. Kudos to y'all because I could never.
Or the people that's just been going for years, cause God,
That's crazy.
damn.
Like I would love to like get into that healthy lifestyle where like I work out all the time, I eat healthy, like that shit. The food just don't even be looking good.
Steak
like,
too
I
motherfucking
can't.
good, boy.
Yes,
I can't. I don't know if
Too
I give up
motherfucking
that pork, boy.
The one thing that does fuck me up is I eat a lot of fried shit.
Yeah.
I love fried food. Like that's the one thing that like does, and drinking beer and shit. But if I got rid of fried food and beer, I think I'd be fucking.
I can't get
thought
rid
beer
of
was
this
good
shit.
for you.
I be trying to, man. I be
We're
trying so
gonna go
hard.
straight tequila is.
Bro, tequila,
Yeah,
bro,
I love
beer goes
tequila.
straight to the gut, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why they
I
call
be-
them beer bellies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of
man.
calories.
But
I try to get
stick to
rid of
tequila.
Bro, I picked up a. I had somebody. Shout out to Quayla, man. I had Quayla make me a whole pan of chitlins, bro.
Nasty ass shit. Anybody who eat chitlins, y'all are rare.
Bro, y'all gotta
Tripping.
I don't fuck with
understand.
those. I don't fuck with
Y'all gotta
chitlins.
understand. That's why they need to. That's why we need to get
that
this.
mentality.
No,
man.
look. That's why we need to get
Yeah,
this.
Indiana
That's why we need to get this
lost them
reparation. That's why we need to get this reparation situation under hand, man. Because that shit come down from generations, and y'all know where it really come from.
Like who just
Yeah,
stuck
for
their
real.
hand in a pig, grabbed all this shit out and said, let's eat this.
We ain't had no choice back in the day.
we had no choice. Them was the scraps they threw our
They
ancestors.
gave us.
So we got to stay in them times. It's time to move on.
That's
You
why.
supposed to
That's
been
what.
evolved.
Like,
That's
that's
what
You got a choice
psychological.
now.
You gotta
Don't move
evolve,
You got
bro.
a choice
That's-
now. You had a choice the other
That's
day.
literally
Yeah.
that. But do y'all understand
That boy, the
psychological?
first stage Pokemon. He ain't
you
evolved
didn't
yet.
have to psychologically go through that.
That's not the point of being psychological. It comes down
I know what you're saying. I know
psychologically
what you
from
mean. I know what you
generation.
mean.
No, I
It
know what he's saying.
No,
It's
she
just-
don't, 'cause she
it's
wouldn't have
just- I
said
just-
that.
You don't need to eat chitlins. I feel like people should not eat chitlins. They can
You
eat
get some-
If you eat chillin',
I
you
feel
can
like
eat anything.
how I was introduced to them is my
They'll do
older
anything for some
siblings
chitlins.
were eating them for generations, and I think the first time I tried them, I was young. I didn't even know what they were, but like when I actually tasted them, I liked the taste of them. Crazy taste. I'm like, this shit tastes good.
You gonna introduce
No
them
pun
to your-
intended.
Ain't no
You
way.
gotta
Ain't no way you
Shit
ate that and
tasting-
said this.
I
Yo,
swear to
you
God.
wild.
I swear to
He
God.
said no pun
I
intended.
swear to God. I ate some and I'm like,
He said
damn,
this
this
shit
shit is
tastes
fire.
good.
You
Ain't no
you
way.
gonna introduce them to your daughter when she's old enough?
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
She not eating that.
The saga
Put my
continues.
niece on that shit.
Saga
Exactly.
continues.
No, I wouldn't introduce her to him, but naturally, I feel like she'll like him. It's just in her
Naturally.
blood, you know.
He
She's
said
If it
she's
has
a
anything
feaster,
to do with
man.
me, she not eating that shit.
I tried to get her to try some. She was
Never.
like, never,
Never.
no. I said, I'll give you $100. No,
Never. You could try to give me $1 million. I'm still not nibbling.
You
on no
crazy as
chitlins.
fuck.
I
I'm
don't
going
care.
dumb on some chillins for
man.
an
What?
M.
She
For
just
a
talking
million,
now.
yeah.
For an M,
That's-
I'm going
I feel like
hammer.
I would probably try
Chitlins-
that shit for like 10 bands quick.
Chitlins are
Yeah,
some
you
fear
tried
factor
that?
shit.
I haven't, but I don't think I will.
Man,
want to,
fire
bro.
as
I don't
fuck.
think I want.
Chitlins-
I don't eat
Fire.
pork.
I'm finna go eat
I had
some when I
chillins
go
when I was
home.
a kid, but then when they told me what it was, I was about ready to slap my mom.
See, I
with that
found out what
I
it was, and it
never-
just never like. It just never like. But y'all eat. Do y'all eat like gizzards?
No.
Chicken
No.
gizzards?
No, I've
I've tried those too, but I'm not a huge fan of the gizzards.
Hey,
but Brit-
look, man, I'm trying to get out this mentality, man.
nigga
I'm
will
more,
eat
I'm more
anything.
black. I'm just probably the most black over here.
Is
so
that
it's
what it
just-
is? The most
Definitely.
black.
Yeah.
both ways.
It's just
We could bring some on the pod and try them live reaction.
we gonna do a live reaction
You wanna
one
do
day.
a
Somebody,
live reaction?
somebody that actually got balls to actually try them. We gonna bring them on the
gotta-
podcast.
you gotta
Or-
douse
it
them
don't
bitches in hot
necessarily
sauce.
got to be chitlins, though.
See,
it could
that's
be
the thing.
something
If you got to
different.
douse it in hot
Don't.
sauce, are they really good?
You don't.
No.
I ate mine.
Exactly.
I ate a bowl plain, and I just had hot
Hey,
sauce
a
on the top.
bowl.
Yes, dude.
I would need
Put
some
them in
hot
a
sauce. I
bowl?
would need some hot sauce.
Fire.
He said I ate them out the
Louisiana
bowl.
red.
By
dot.
themselves. By them. He didn't even have nothing to go with
I
them.
took
Just
the brick.
The
I took the brick out the pot.
Hey, he's nuts.
He put parsley on it and said it's done.
They make them gourmet down south.
Them
Like,
shitlins.
they
Bro,
put them
how you make
Gourmet.
like
Never
they
mind,
make
bro.
them real fancy, bro.
Ain't no
like
way.
they put gold on
potatoes, corn. Like they make them like you can have them like a boil. Like
Oh, Gordon Ramsay.
you said, Gordon Ramsay. Damn near. Hell yeah, damn near.
Martha.
Okay. Well, shit. What are some of y'all favorite foods? Like different, not anything like common. Some favorite.
I'm not a different eater.
I love,
She don't eat vegetables.
I'm super picky. I don't eat
it. Don't
shit.
eat vegetables.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't eat.
that's crazy.
No, I do eat some vegetables.
Cap.
I'm just
Broccoli
super
not a real
picky.
vegetable, bro.
Man,
I don't
made.
eat. I don't like broccoli. I eat
That's
like
crazy.
celery
He said that's
and
crazy.
cucumbers and salad.
so what do you eat?
I eat like a child. Like
Pizza.
I eat like a kid.
Tenders.
Like
Wings and
yes,
fries.
yes. Give me a burger. Give me a good burger. Give me some good tacos. I love Mexican food.
I love
me
tacos.
some
Yeah, I love
tacos.
Mexican
tacos.
food. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my boy, man. All my
I
boys.
get
Shout out my boy, man.
We got a whole group right here.
Shout out to the
What's up,
boys
gang?
in the back, man.
The production team.
The production team that make this happen. The 500 grand boys. But
Shout out to the
yeah,
Philippines
go ahead,
too,
bro.
man.
What are some of your
Well, if
favorite
you guys
foods?
know me, you know, my family owns Tori Taco Bar and Grill, and we have a oyster.
Shout out to Tori Taco.
We have an oyster / sushi bar there, so I love like raw fish and like what is it that my uncle makes? The seared tuna. So it's like raw. Yeah, and it's like raw and shit.
You
like
got
that.
me to try a lot of different shit down there.
And shit,
He got me hooked on oysters.
What is it?
Nigiri?
Nah, I never. What is it?
Sushi.
I've never had that kind.
He the sushi god, bro.
You gotta come down to Tori. You haven't
No,
been able to make
He
it,
said he
have
never
you?
been.
Nah, nope, never
Bro,
been.
my
Not to the
uncle makes
noon.
best sushi.
They got a whole sushi bar down there just for you, bro. He had
Bro,
me. I was eating
he has like
octopus and cactus and
one
shit.
or two different
Yeah.
rolls. Every
Hell
week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I go down there and take So my favorite thing down at Torty to do is if I don't have oysters with the
Oysters
with the
fire.
lime and
Oh, yeah.
what's the type of hot sauce?
the Valentina salsa.
Yeah. And I always have the oyster shots.
Yeah, he loves those
Bruh,
oyster shots, bro.
I get the oyster shots, and I think you can get them made two type of ways, right? You
Yeah.
can get them made with
with tequila.
tequila
Or-
what's the red? What's all the shit that? What's all the?
He puts
what's
like
the
soy
one?
sauce in it,
He does like the soy sauce, the chopped
like the fish eggs on there.
Yeah, caviar. There's like caviar.
Yeah, it's like the
Is
orange.
it like
thing.
chopped onions in there? Or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
too?
There's like green onions.
Bruh,
in
that-
there, bro.
Look, he wants
Bruh,
some right
what?
now. He
It
like,
tastes like a whole meal. That's why I
Drool.
can't wait to go back to Tori Taco. I
That
usually
is
have
drool.
4. I usually make sure I have like 4.
With tequila, bro.
With
So is
tequila.
oyster shots like real shots or is
Yes.
It's got tequila and it has oyster. Like the oyster, he scoops up the
pearl.
meat, whatever it
Yeah.
is, and puts it in the.
Fun fact:
The
oysters
shot,
are
puts it in the
alive
shot.
when you eat them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
you
Yes.
kill them when you eat them.
Well, you heard they're nature's Viagra.
For sure, aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac. They don't do nothing like that. Like I don't feel no type of way when I.
So you don't go home and go crack. No.
No, the tequila is what makes me
I eat them every time
crazy.
before I go on a date.
You said you eat them. That's funny as hell.
Sauce in the season.
That's funny as hell. Under the sea, huh?
everybody go to Torty Taco.
Yeah, but yeah, when you get a chance, bro, you should go down there. Like I said, they
It's
got
always
like,
popping on the weekend. I work weekends, man.
no, we go
We
during
could go-
the
we could go during the
weekdays, bro.
weekday,
That's
bro.
what that's my
Yeah.
favorite time
Yeah,
for real.
whenever you-
Only time we go to Torty Taco for real on the weekends is when they make sure they have like when y'all start having the noche nights.
Yeah, those parties.
That's when it's lit. But I
trying to
usually
go
go
there.
the most during the weekdays.
Oh, for real?
I gotta take Ariel down there too because I don't believe Ariel.
I haven't been.
Yeah, it's lit. She was
I
just
think she was
asking.
pregnant
Oh,
when we were like that all last year when we were open.
Oh,
and
okay.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pregnant
yeah,
as
yeah.
hell.
She was big as hell,
Man, she
boy.
was big, boy.
Yup.
I thought they had twins. No cap.
No,
That's cap.
He said, "I thought
No
it was
cap. No cap.
That's cap. I would have lost my mind. No,
Yeah.
no, I would have, bro, for real.
Because
But,
one is
um,
hard, man.
Yeah, how's that been? Like
It's been
parenthood
great.
for you guys?
I love it.
It's so different,
I
man.
love it.
It's just a lot of things you gotta like. From my standpoint, it's a lot of things that I realized that I had to change,
Yeah.
and I might not have did them drastically, but it's some things that I know that I really gotta change. Like some of the stuff that I was doing before I had a kid, I know for a fact that I can't do it now with a kid, and but you know, as the months go by and she gets older, you just you got to be mindful of like some of the stuff you say. Like I got
What
a
you
bad
watch on
mouth.
TV?
Yeah, I got a bad mouth. So it just come out naturally.
Yeah, yeah.
And like just watching my daughter get like more aware of
Alert.
stuff and alert. Like yesterday, she hadn't been scared of my dog this whole time. Like she'll watch him. She'll watch Fendi walk and run around. I think Ariel was in the shower. I like to play with Fendi and she get to growling and barking, and
You scared
she
my
started
baby.
barking real loud, and she looked at her and she started going crazy and started crying. I'm like, oh shit, you done scared the baby. So like now that she's being more alert and stuff, I gotta like, you know, kids are like sponges. I'm pretty sure you already know. She's not she can't like repeat words or anything right now, but just watching that happen, it's just like, damn, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta sacrifice a lot of sleep.
Fuck
You
that.
also got to be mindful of, so naturally, like the mom, y'all know naturally as guys, you know, the mom is basically, you know, with the baby like 24/7. So you really got to like be mindful of, you know, sometimes they need a break and sometimes they need to just chill. You know, if Ariel need a break now, back then she would just hang on to Ani. But now if she need a break, Ariel would just take her and place her. Even if I'm just on my iPad or something, she'll just
Here she
take
go.
her and place
Here
her.
she go.
And then I'll just turn her around and put her on my lap and rock her and shit. But that's just that's just like that's just some of the bare surface shit for real.
Hell yeah. What about you for like motherhood and stuff? What's
I
changed?
love it. What has changed?
Or what has
Everything.
improved or what? Yeah. Or,
Everything.
I feel like it has definitely improved me as a person. Like last year, like the past 2 years were like very emotional years for me, and I took like a lot of stuff personal. And sorry. So yeah, it's just made me a better person and really made it. It opened up things into like a larger perspective and really pinpoint what matters and what doesn't. Like a lot of stuff that I used to trip over or let bother me, like it does not bother me anymore. And I just know, and I just know that I have to be like, I have somebody looking up to me, you know, so I have to set a good example. I have to be the best person I could possibly be so that she has a good role model to look up to. So she wants to be the best person that she can be. I'm definitely one of those moms like, look at my baby, look at my baby.
Yeah, I gotta
showing
look
a
at my
million
daughter 3 times a day, bro.
But yeah, I hate being away from her. Like,
My girl.
but it's the best thing. Like the way that she just look at me and how she just lights up, it just makes my whole heart full. And it's truly the best thing. And I would do it all over again if somebody asked me to.
hell yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
You had her rolling the other day.
Yeah, that's my baby. That's my girl.
I can honestly say though, you know, because I've been on. I ain't gonna say I've been on this whole journey with y'all, but
You've been on the coast.
yeah, I've been there with y'all. I've been there with y'all, and I
us.
can honestly say though, like y'all definitely changed for the better. Like y'all not bad, y'all good people, y'all great people, y'all some of my favorite people. But
Appreciate it.
y'all definitely changed a lot for the better.
Had
It's just like
to.
lifestyle wise, even like from the tone of y'all voice, the way y'all be talking, y'all understanding.
It's just like I'm not mad anymore. You know, like when you just hold in so much anger, I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
once I got pregnant, like all of the anger kind of just left. I'm like, there's nothing to be mad about, you know, like, and there really isn't a whole lot to be mad about. Yeah, shit happens, but like, you know, the longer you sit on that shit and the longer you dwell on it, it affects your life. Like,
for real.
because you
Does,
literally, you
definitely.
carry that weight in everything that you do, like your attitude, like it's just nothing to be like. I'm happy that I just let that hurt go.
Yeah, that's good.
Me and bro conversations done changed completely. Like the shit we used to talk about, the shit we used to care about. Like, 'cause I don't have like biological kids, but
Right.
I'm with someone who got kids. So like me stepping up to that responsibility, and then him turning around and having a baby.
Yeah.
like we be talking about whole totally different shit.
I know.
Like,
Kids change your life. Kids change your life.
I said it. I'm like, I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I told him like, when you have a baby, bro, you gonna understand. Like, you gonna understand.
Right.
And he really like, it's just like one day he woke up, he was like, man, fuck all that shit, bro. I got a daughter. I'm like, yeah.
Like when they say you don't know
Yeah.
unconditional love until you have a kid, like
For
that's
real.
real. Like, you know, I just be looking at her like you're gonna love me no matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
She already got her spoiled a little bit.
like you gonna love me. Like
I got a question.
What?
So how you feel knowing that she gonna always have a deeper connection to you with y'all kid?
You said, how do I feel?
you feel like this only temporary.
Knowing that, yeah. Hell
You
yeah.
think it's only temporary.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Her
Like
connection is deep right now because
He think it's deep
But it's
right
gonna
now.
be deeper because she had her.
she
you know what I'm saying?
she had her and she's
Yeah.
with her majority of the time. Sometimes I work 16-hour days.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not there, and then I got to come home for 4 hours, see her just a little bit, and then go back in to knock out an 8. You know,
Yeah.
and I know that connection with her and Ani is deeper right now, but
That shit gonna
just wait.
change. Huh?
I already know. That's how it happens, though.
No.
Just like how when babies come out looking like somebody, they change into starting to look like the other parent, or they act like another parent and then
Gonna be
start
a mama's
acting.
girl.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty awesome.
No, that's what's up though. That's
Pretty
dope,
awesome.
though. That's lit because I've only known you for what, a couple years now, 2-3 years.
I
both
think
of you
we've
guys.
known each
And
other
then,
now for really more.
like 2019.
Yep.
It was like, it's like 3-4.
It's going on 4?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I've never actually really spoke with you very much as like right now.
Yeah.
But I can tell in just the way that you guys were like speaking about your daughter and the like, you guys just seem so calm and it seems so natural and so like just real. You know what I'm
She's
saying?
just
Like,
perfect. Nobody
She
is
is,
perfect,
man.
but she's just so perfect in my
She
eyes.
is.
Like
It's that feeling you get like after a long ass day, you know, and I just see her on the couch. She could be asleep, you know, but just seeing her there and knowing that she's safe and She's with a mom that takes care of her, and I don't have to worry about anything. That's like the best thing ever. And I always wanted to make sure I had like a 2-parent household for a kid because I didn't have one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
And it's really not hard. You just got to work with the person you decided to, lay down with. You know what I mean? And I don't think that the generation before us really did that. I think they were kind of living young. You know what I mean? Because my parents had me young. So I just try to.
It's a partnership.
Yeah, it's a partnership. I just try to really pretty much correct what I thought they did wrong. I don't know. I just use them as a rubric or whatever and just try to be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So do you want kids?
Yeah, I do.
Eventually?
But
Hell yeah.
I do, but
it's too much hesitation. Hell
no, because they're not.
said,
It's just not.
dog.
I've been thinking about it now. Now I'm 26
Sound
years
like
old,
Barack
so it's
Obama.
been in my head.
It started
But
rolling around.
It
that
starts to
age.
roll, yeah. But I'm like, man, but I don't know. Like at the same time, I'm like, I think right at this moment, I would want to have a kid. But I wouldn't be ready to have that like partnership yet.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, I
obviously
feel
I'm not
that.
about to
I
just
feel
go
that.
have a kid with anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
But I'm like,
no.
I would
I'll
want to
never
like
do that.
walk around with a little mini me.
Bring the
But
court.
like, but I don't know if I'm ready for that. Partnership
Everything
part
that
yet.
comes
Yeah,
along with
Bro,
it.
it's
yeah.
So it's
much-
like, so that's how I know I'm not ready.
It's
You know what I'm
so
saying?
much that come with this shit for real.
Because
like that.
kids
We
aren't
don't
just
speak on.
accessories. And a lot of
Right,
people,
right.
they do have kids just to have kids.
We
And it's
for
like,
an
It's crazy.
accessory.
That's
It's like a
crazy.
bag
We
or some
speaking on
shoes,
like
to
the
them.
we speaking on like the personal relationship of having a kid. Now, when you speak on the legal shit,
Shit,
it's a
nah,
whole
hell
different
no.
ball game, bro.
Totally
That-
different
you
ball
got to
game.
make sure
Fuck
you have
that.
insurance. Got to make sure your insurance and shit is right when you have that kid. Because let's say something happens to your, the mother of your child. Depending on how long she's in the hospital for, insurance got to cover a certain amount. I was talking to some guy. He said his girl was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and they covered up to an amount of like 12 to 13,000, but she was in there a whole nother week, so they added that bill on to there. So then once that happens, you start getting, the government want that money, and they come for you. You know what I mean?
not if y'all not married.
If you're not married, yeah, but like they still send for you.
Right.
And depending on the relationship you got with the mother of your kid, like if y'all not on the best of terms and you're not doing what you're supposed to, and she do decide to go down to the court, they start garnishing that check.
Yeah.
And they start with 25%.
Well, they won't really do that with like health insurance. You're speaking more of child support.
Yeah, I'm talking about child support. They still send stuff regardless.
I know, but
support.
you were saying like insurance.
Well, if you stay in the hospital over the amount that they'll cover, yeah, they're gonna charge you over that. There's people I know that's paying over what they covered, like the base cover. So, on top of that, like I was saying about the child support stuff, it's just I watch dudes online cry and complain about stuff all the time. But I've seen girls that didn't originally put them on child support, that once the relationship goes certain ways, that they'll run down to the courts. You know what I mean? And depending on how much you make or whatever, they can snatch that whole thing.
Right,
And I don't really know too much about it, but like my dad was on child support and shit, and he tried to find every way to not be on child support, which was weird because he wasn't around, and my mom was doing everything, and she had 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just feel like when you have a kid and it starts, once you get the relationship itself established between you and the mother, and then it starts getting into all the extra shit, man, just make sure y'all both planning this shit. Make sure y'all both planning on being together, because you tied to that person for life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whether y'all together or not.
Facts.
They like to say 18 years, but it's for life.
It's
man.
for life.
That's gonna
Yeah,
always
it's
be your
forever.
child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a big step. Like,
Yeah.
and like what you said, you don't know if you don't
Yeah,
have anybody.
I'll know
really.
when I'm ready.
yeah,
And
man.
that's the thing.
Definitely,
You'll
man.
I'll
know when you meet your person, and if that's the person you want to have kids with.
And usually that shit come out the blue. Like I wasn't ready for my girl. I wasn't ready for no relationship. I thought I was gonna be a hoe my whole life. No cap. No cap.
Geno
But-
Bank.
Kizzy, huh?
Yeah, she came out the blue, you know what I'm saying? And I took on everything that came with her. So
I'm gonna say I really love how you love those kids. Like,
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
That
there
take
aren't
a
a lot
lot.
of men out here like
Thank
that.
That
There
take a
aren't
lot.
and it's hard too though. Like I feel like we don't talk about being a step parent enough. Like what a step parent goes through.
It's a
hard,
lot.
but as long as you got like an understanding with your partner and like y'all love is there, you and the kids, like, it's gonna eventually grow, so.
That's lit.
And you have to, and I feel like if you are dating somebody who has kids, you have to treat those kids with just as much respect as you would treat their mom or the dad or whoever.
You gotta
their
set an
parent is.
example.
Because it's like you can't just fuck with the mom and then not fuck with the kids.
Exactly.
Like you can't be like that.
Nah, because kids can see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might not know how to express it, but they can see it though.
Have you ever dated anybody with kids?
Yeah, I did one
Yeah.
time. I did
For
one.
sure.
Speak on that.
It was quick.
Please speak on
it was
that.
a quick little.
Yeah,
It was like
unpack
3-4
that.
months.
Okay.
She had a son, but yeah, I'm like naturally like
That shit was getting on your nerves.
nah. Naturally, I'm like I give a lot. Like that's one of my love languages. Like I'm just like a giver,
Same.
So I'm like the type to bring like coffee and shit like that. Like bring food. Like I'm just little shit like that. So like from the start, even when we were hanging out, like.
You buying chicken nuggets and fries?
Or like
You
a
said
little
you want
lemonade,
some- you said you want chicken
you know what I'm saying?
nuggets?
Got
Little
the Travis
lemonade,
Scott Big
some
Mac
chicken
kids
nuggets,
meal.
like a little lemonade, you know what I'm saying? So like it was just like natural, or we would go places and then like I'd be like, oh like grab this, like get this for your son, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was
yeah.
just
Yeah, no,
it was
100.
super natural to me.
Because you know that she comes with
yeah,
somebody.
it was,
like, it's not just her that you're dating. Technically, you're dating both of them.
and it was never weird or anything. Like I'd go to her crib. The kid would be there and shit, so like we would just be chopping it up. Like
The kid not going
So it's
nowhere, so
like,
you might as
yeah.
well make the best of the situation.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that was like the one time though, but it wasn't weird or anything. Like I thought it was weird, like the first, like thinking about it, but
Was it the first time?
it's the first and only time I've dated someone with a kid.
I think you would probably think
First
it
and
would
only.
be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keyword first and only.
He said first and last time. Ariel, obviously before us. If you want to speak on it, have you ever dated anybody with kids?
He said obviously
I
before.
have.
People would take that and flip it too.
Yeah,
no,
man, you
facts.
gotta put
gotta
that
make it
little,
obvious.
you gotta
No,
put that little
yeah.
excerpt in there.
I dated somebody once before who had a daughter, and that was probably why I stopped fucking with them, because they weren't a good father to their kid, and I just can't respect anybody who isn't a good parent.
Name drop.
Like, or who? No, I'm not gonna name drop because that person is not
you said name
existing.
drop.
If you see him, point him out.
Because if you ask me today, we never dated. But
Yeah, that never happened. Don't
Girls
count.
gotta quit doing that
Yeah,
shit.
same with me.
But go ahead.
But yeah, like he just was not a good parent, and I'm a family person. Like I'm a family person through and through, and it's just I can't allow you to give me more attention than you giving your kid.
Yeah.
Because if we settle down and we have a kid,
How
you gonna treat my kid? And then on top of that, okay, say that we have our little happy family over here. Is you still gonna treat your other kid wrong?
Like the ugly
Like,
duck, right?
yeah,
People
like, you
do
know,
that, though.
and
No,
they
for real.
do that, and I can't be with somebody. And I knew he would be all for us having our family and the kid being over there with
Yeah.
their mom, and I just can't respect that. So that was a huge turn off for me, and I'm like,
That was
yeah, I'm
something
out.
that I like when the girl that I dated, I told her too, like, hey, like I know like your son comes first, like you and your son come first, so like I'm not even tripping, like, and that's just like I feel like the type of person I am. Like you have like I was thinking the same way, like you have a kid, like obviously I want like him to be your
Yeah.
first priority, you and him, like over me, over like us hanging out, going on a date, like. I'm just some guy you're dating, but like
Right.
that's your whole your
and I'm not
son.
gonna
So
be sitting here telling you to hang out with your kid, like trying to get you to hang out with your kid more than you are. Like I'm
Right.
putting in
Right,
more
I
effort.
can't be your parent
Yeah,
and-
I'm putting in more effort
that's
for you
just
to
weird.
see your
Step
child,
parent and your
like,
parent.
and that's not even my kid. But I welcomed his daughter with open arms. Like I had a relationship with her and everything. And that's one thing that sucks when you date people with kids, is that you build those attachments. So it's
Yeah,
but
definitely.
unfortunately, like when y'all break up, you break up with them kids too. So it's like
For real.
it be bittersweet, but you got to do what you got to do, and it's not fair to the kid either to continue to be around and you not really around.
You got the Travis Scott Happy Meal Kids toys?
nah, I don't got any of those.
He got the Bad Bunny toys.
The Bad Bunny, the J Balvin.
Okay,
That's cool, but hey man, this been the Good Stay podcast. We hope the stay was good. Episode 3, man. Thank you, Geno Banks.
yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ariel,
thank
for
you,
coming
man.
through. Y'all gave a lot of good insight. I feel like we had a lot to talk about.
Hell
A whole lot
yeah.
of different topics, man. Basically catch us on the next podcast.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
it, man.
Gino, real quick, if you guys want to shout out your anything, socials or whatever you want to shout out real quick.
Man, follow me everywhere at Pay Up Food. That's PAYUPFOO. No L. I don't take no L's. You feel me?
Any shout outs?
I'm only on Instagram and Twitter. Lovely Couture, LOVELYYCOUTURE. So yeah, follow me.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, catch us on the next one.
Peace.
Type shit.
Even though I can see all the stuff's killing me.